Hello and welcome back to the Watford Way. How are you guys doing today? We're live here on YouTube for Ipswich Town versus Watford. I do apologise for the slight delay in starting today. We had some technical difficulties with our streaming software, but we're back here live and ready to go here on the watch along today. I'm very much looking forward to the stream. I hope you guys are doing well as well. Once again, apologies for the technical difficulties, but we're here, we're live, and we are ready to go for the game today. Can you see me? Can you hear me okay? Let me know in the live chat. I'm donning a new Watford shirt. As you can see today, I brought this in the end of season sale, which I think looks really nice. So really happy with this purchase today, and yeah, we're just waiting for the teams to come out now. So really looking forward to stream today. And of course, watching Ipswich Town versus Watford. I can see the fans in the stadium. It looks like a packed out Portman Road to me. So not long to go now. I can see the players standing in the tunnel, ready to go. There's the mascots waving their Ipswich Town flags as well. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this game. So here we go. Let's take a look at the Ipswich team and some recognisable names in there. Leif Davis, Nathan Broadhead, Amari Hutchison, Keith Moore, Harry Clark as well. All quality Ipswich players. Whereas Watford, we have likes of Yassir Espria, Vacuum Bio playing today. Georgie Chatfatazzi has come back into the team. Francisco Sierralta has dropped out, which I think was actually probably the right call to make. And Matty Pollock has come back in alongside Wesley Hute and Ryan Porteous. And Dennis has dropped to the bench. And it looks like we're going to have kind of a Chatfatazzi, Espria and Bio front three today. So yeah, that's the Watford team. I'll just run it through one more time for you. Once again, apologies for the delayed start. We had some technical difficulties with our streaming software, but we're back here. We're live. I managed to sort something out at the last moment, and yeah, we're ready to go and watch this game. So the Watford team is as follows. It's Daniel Batman, Ryan Porteous, Matty Pollock, and Wesley Hute. Obviously, Wesley Hute playing as a left centre-back. Pollock down the middle, and then Ryan Porteous on the right. Then you got the two in midfield, kind of Tom Delly and Edu Kayembe. Jamal Lewis and Ryan Andrews playing as them wing backs. Excuse me. Then I suspect Vacuum Bio will be up front as kind of that target forward. Then you'll probably have Yassir Espria on the right and Georgie Chatfatazzi on the left. So that's the Watford team for today. Hopefully, again, you guys can hear me and see me okay. Let me know in the live chat. It'd be very much appreciated. Evening, Richard. How are you doing, buddy? I'm doing all good at the moment. Very much looking forward to the game this evening. And yeah, the players are coming out right as I speak now. We're just about to kick off here at Portman Road. I don't know how many Watford fans have gone, but fair play to all the fans that have travelled today. Obviously, Watford not having, a great deal to play for, as Ipswich have a lot to play for. In fact, they have essentially the championship title to play for and Premier League promotion. So I think for Ipswich, they know that if they win all of their remaining games, they will secure Premier League promotion. And hopefully Watford can hinder Ipswich's run to the Premier League by taking some points off of them today. Excuse me. Right, here we go. Here we go. All right, the players are out in the pitch. We're getting ready for kickoff now. And yeah, I'm in a bit of a rush because I had my stream all set up. I was ready to go. And then it kept coming up with like an error message on the screen, which meant I couldn't start the streams. Then I had to create another stream. But yeah, we're here today, all sorted, ready to go. Donning my new Watford kit. They reduced these to £20 in the club shop in the end of season sale. So I thought I'd pick myself up. I love the aqua blue. I think this is the third kit. So I picked this up at the end of the last home game. So yeah, it was all good. It was all good. But yeah, here we go. Kick off here at Portman Road. Here's Yasser Espria ready to go. Hopefully, Watford can take all 3 points tonight, but we will obviously have to wait and see what happens. Here we go. Ipswich versus Watford on a Wednesday evening. Nearly forgot what day of the week it was there. Obviously, not Ipswich, just remembered they are sponsored on their front of shirt by Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran is obviously the highest profile Ipswich fan I can think of. Obviously, we've got Elton John as a fan of Watford, and Ipswich have Ed Sheeran. So, two music superstars there. Supporting two clubs facing off today. Wesley Hooch shakes hands with Sam Morsey. The referees are ready to go. They're taking their time here as per usual. But yeah, we should be kicking off here at Ipswich in just a moment. Get your score predictions in the live chat as well. I feel like the score prediction I always go with is 2-1 to Watford, and that's what I'll stick with today. I will go 2-1 to the Golden Boys. So yeah, that is what we'll go with today. The Ipswich players in a bit of a huddle here just prior to kick off. And here we go, nearly ready to go. As I say, with streaming here on YouTube, usually we are about a minute or so behind real time. So, for example, if you get a goal notification through on your phone saying Watford have scored 5 goals and there's a slight delayed reaction from me, it's of course because we are streaming on YouTube, hence the slight delay. But here we go, finally kicking off at Portman Road. And actually, Ipswich today have a big opportunity to capitalise on some mistakes. I believe Leeds drew 0-0 yesterday. Can't remember who they faced. And then Leicester actually lost 1-0 to Millwall. Ipswich Town having an early opportunity here. Watford defending in the first 10 seconds here. Ipswich managing to break through Watford's defensive line. And yeah, pleased to see Georgie Chat for Tatsy back out on the pitch as well. Let's see what you guys are saying in the live chat. Evening, James, as Richard said. Evening, Richard. Georgie says, evening, mate. I will go for a 2-2 draw. You guys can reach the playoffs. I suppose mathematically you probably could still reach the playoffs. But no, we definitely won't be reaching the playoffs, Georgie, unfortunately, this season. Owen says, me and you are wearing matching kits tonight. I've also got the third shirt on. Well, that's great to hear, Owen. I brought this after the last home game, actually, because obviously they reduced these in the end of season sale. So yeah, 20 quid, nice and cheap. Thought I'd pick this up and add it to my growing shirt collection, actually. Prior to me buying this, I'd not brought a Watford shirt for quite a long time, actually. I liked Watford's home kit last year. I'm not a huge fan of the home kit this year. I think it's a bit loud and leery. But yeah, I like the blue. I think it's a nice blue. So yeah, that's why I brought this kit. Right, his bio. He wins the header. And yeah, interesting to see how Watford are going to play today. If you actually look at Watford's opposition in the last couple of weeks, have played against quite high quality opposition in Leeds, West Brom, Birmingham City weren't high quality opposition, but Preston you could class as a decent team, especially considering the position they are in the table at the moment. And I wasn't particularly impressed actually with what I saw from the Preston game by Watford and by Preston. I expected Preston to actually probably attack us a lot more than they did. I thought they were quite passive, quite boring, and didn't really offer anything exciting in that game. Really, I can't remember either goalkeeper in that game making a save, at least from memory. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, the Preston game was a very boring game to watch indeed. Richard says, hope we can finally win at home. I do as well, Richard. It's been a long time since I've seen a home win. Watford have a set piece here. It's floated into the box. It's not won by any Watford players. Watford still have the ball. Espria spread it out wide to this right-hand side. Georgie Chatford-Datsey picks it up, looking to cross it into the box. He doesn't manage to connect with it. But Watford still retain possession, looking to try and create this opportunity here early on. But Ipswich pressing really high here. Kiefer Moore chasing down Ryan Andrews. Here's Kayembe. And yeah, I think people are probably a bit confused today because I had a stream set up which I think people were waiting for me to go live on, and then I had to delete that one and then quickly set up this new stream today because the other one had some sort of technical issue. But yeah, I'm glad we're still here and back on. I couldn't miss it. I couldn't miss it. Trying to hit 885 subscribers today as well. So if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button right there down below. It would be very much appreciated. And yeah, we're well on our way to 1,000 subscribers, which is the ultimate goal for me running this YouTube channel. So yeah, if you could hit that button, it would be very much appreciated. Here's Georgie Chatfatazzi, who's recently disqualified for Euro 2024 with Georgia. So congratulations to him. That happened in the last international break. And yet, not really any chances here in the first 4 or 5 minutes at Portman Road. Ipswich had an opportunity literally about 10 seconds into this game. Vakumbayo there running onto a long ball. The goalkeeper for Ipswich got there first, though. And referee blows up for a Watford free kick. 4.5 minutes into this game. And yeah, I think for me, I mean, I'll discuss this in the match preview, looking, ahead to this game. I think for me, the most impressive performance Watford are putting under Tom Cleverley so far was the 2-2 draw at home to Leeds United. Now, due to the awful UK transport infrastructure, I was unable to make it to that game due to issues with the trains, because that's how I get to most Watford games. I get the train to Vicarage Road, and yeah, the trains weren't running on that Leeds game, so I have to watch from home. But yeah, the performance against Leeds for me was probably one of the best we've seen this season, in my opinion. It was really, really impressive. And 2 young coaches today, in Kieran McKenna and Tom Cleverley as well. Were both of them at Man United at the same time? I can't quite remember, but yeah, I suppose they're both similar ages. Oh, offside there. That was a good bit of play by Watford. Bio, Esprit, and Andrews all linking up well. And I think it was Bio who made his run just a little bit too early there. And yeah, the linesman calls for offside. But a well-worked opportunity there by Watford. I think it was Jamal Lewis who was offside, actually, according to this replay. I mean, it looked like he was, looking along the line to me, but the referee, the linesman, I should say, did flag for offside there. And yeah, I don't actually mind if Watford lose today. As I said earlier, there's really nothing to play for in our season anymore. We're not going to get relegated. We're not going to get the playoffs. We're not fighting for the championship title, which is why I think we might be, capable of being on the beach a little bit in this game. But I just want to see a decent performance, and so far so good. We've not conceded, which is always a positive. Yeah, Ipswich Town certainly the team applying the better attacking pressure so far. Amari Hutchinson playing for Ipswich today, and he was a player who really impressed me, actually, when I watched them at Vicarage Road. A really tricky winger, a lot of skills. Well, I think that was Ryan Andrews there trying to lob the goalkeeper from near the halfway line. We've tried that quite often this season. Obviously, it's happened a few times. I think Wesley Hute obviously scored that goal. I think it was away at Hull City, wasn't it? Scoring from the halfway line. Ryan Andrews trying a similar piece of skill there. Unfortunately, it sailed way over the bar. But I suppose you can target goalkeepers. A lot of goalkeepers now in the modern game do come off their line quite a lot to kind of help support their defense, especially when playing, such a high line. And yeah, to be fair, the Ipswich goalkeeper there was quite a way off his line. Adventures with Lennon. Hello, buddy. Welcome to the stream. He's gone 2-0 loss. I can't see us scoring. Oh, that's a shame. I've gone 2-1 to Watford in this game. And yeah, all things being good, I should be back this weekend on my normal streaming software, watching the Southampton game with you guys at 3 p.m., which is a much more reasonable time to watch football. I get quite tired watching football at this time. It's too much stress for this late at night, you see. So, yeah, I don't like late kickoffs too much. I have to say, I've never seen this referee in my life. It looks like they've just dragged a random bloke off the street, to be honest with you. Yeah, I've never seen this referee before. Right, Ipswich have a free kick in, well, it's not a dangerous area, really. It shouldn't be for Watford. Quite far out here. And yeah, it's headed way to the side of Daniel Batman's post, and it goes out for a Watford goal kick. And Daniel Batman hoofs it long. There's Tom Clevey there on the sidelines. I have to say, I'm really liking Tom Clevey as Watford manager so far. I just spoke about his results a few moments ago. But just generally, his interviews, his general aura and energy on the touchline, I'm really enjoying at the moment. So yeah, for me personally, I mean, if we continue to see some positive performances and results coming towards the end of the season, I think for me, he's got to be, within a shout of at least getting an interview for the full-time role. Knowing the Pozzos, I'll probably hire some random guy from Hungary or like from Austria or somewhere like that. But yeah, for me personally, I think Cleverly should be given a fair shot at the Watford job. Here's Ryan Andrews down this right hand side, looking to play it forward. He plays it to Kayembe, who plays it back to Ryan Porteous. Oh, Batman closed down there. He hoofs it long to absolutely nobody, and it falls back into the arms of the Ipswich Town goalkeeper. Evening, VJ. Hello, how you doing, buddy? Apologies earlier about the technical issues once again. I had a stream set up. For some reason, it did not work. But yeah, I managed to, of course, get back on track. And here we are watching the game together today. About 12 minutes gone here at Portman Road so far. Ipswich 0, Watford 0. And Ipswich really need the 3 points today. I believe if they win tonight, they should go top. I'll just take a look at the championship table now, actually, because I know they're in second position. And yeah, as it stands at the moment, with this draw, they would still be in second on goal difference. So they do need to win tonight to go top on 90 points ahead of Leicester City. And I have to say, Leicester City have completely and utterly bottled the championship title this season. I think it was January time, and I was kind of saying that Leicester had already won the league at that point, and I think we all thought they had, really. I think they were something ridiculous like 12 or 15 points clear. And then for some reason, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Enzo Maresca's style of football, whether defensively they're just awful. I don't know. But they've really bottled it. And yeah, losing 1-0 to Millwall last night is a crazy result for Leicester. I know some of their fans are happy. I know a few of their fans want Enzo Maresca sacked before the end of this season. So we'll have to see what happens in that regard. Here's Ipswich with a free kick here, 13 minutes into the game, probably about 35 yards or so from goal. The referee just having a word here with Ryan Porteous and Edmondson for Ipswich. Bit of jostling going around in the penalty area here. Tommy says, I think this is the only live watch along that's working. Everyone else is struggling. That's why I'm here. Yeah, I think that's been an issue with YouTube this evening, but I've managed to sort it out on my end anyway, at least. So at least you guys have something to watch, even if I'm not that enjoyable to listen to. And yeah, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. Trying to hit 885 subscribers today. Only 5 to go. So if you are new around here, please hit the button down below. It'd be very much appreciated. And we'll be here again on Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. For the Southampton live watch along. Here's Kiefer Moore, though, for Ipswich, picking it up outside the Watford penalty area. Kiefer Moore is a player I really, really like, actually. And Watford were linked with him a few times in the January and the summer transfer window. But unfortunately, whether we couldn't afford it, I don't know. But the move never ultimately materialised. Here's Ipswich again, just on this right-hand side. Jamal Lewis and Tom Bashiri doing some defending here. Ipswich just trying to find an opportunity here just outside the Watford box. Some good one-touch passing here from Ipswich. And Wesley Hute with a great challenge there to send it out for an Ipswich throw. And yeah, it goes out for a Watford goal kick. 15 minutes gone here at Portman Road. You've still got time to get your score predictions in the live chat. I've gone 2-1 to Watford. I believe we have some Ipswich fans watching as well. So yeah, get your score predictions in chat. Our cut-off for score predictions, let's say, is the 20-minute mark in this game. I think after that, score predictions don't really count. But beautiful football there from Georgie Chatford-Datsey for Watford. And yeah, the referee rightly blows up for a foul. Sam Morsey there fouling Georgie as he was making a great run through the Ipswich midfield. And he's a really talented player, Georgie, isn't he? I mean, I'm really glad we made, his transfer permanent in, I think it was January, wasn't it? We made his transfer permanent for, I believe, a reported fee of around £1.5 million from memory. Anyway, I can't remember all the stats. But yeah, I think it's about £1.5 million pounds to buy Georgie from. Espria there, nearly with a great ball into Vacuum Bio. And Watford have actually had a couple of half, chances so far here. No real clear-cut opportunity for either side. But yes, certainly I would say a better performance than the Preston game so far from a Watford perspective. Tommy, who's an Ipswich fan, says he thinks they'll bottle the game. I mean, personally, for me, I want you guys to go up. So, I'm kind of in two minds today, really. Now, of course, as a Watford fan, I want to win. But equally, for kind of the underdog story and, the rise of Ipswich Town, I'd love them to get promoted to the Premier League this season. It's not very often you see a team have back-to-back promotions in the Football League. I think Wrexham might be on for it this season, but Wrexham kind of brought their way to the League Two title, whereas Ipswich, fantastic story. Oh, that's great play by Ipswich. Good save, though, by Daniel Batman. Some one-touch passing on the edge of the Watford penalty area. I think it was Nathan Broadhead there with a shot. And yeah, well claimed there by Daniel Batman. But look at that. Very incisive with their attacking moves. They know exactly where each other are. And yeah, great move by Ipswich, but an equally decent save by Watford goalkeeper Daniel Batman here. Jamal Lewis whips the ball in, and it's claimed by the Ipswich Town goalkeeper. I'm really liking this kit, by the way. £20. What a bargain from the Watford shop. That's my advice to you, by the way. If ever you want to buy like a new shirt that you see at the start of the season, if you're patient enough like me and you hate spending money like me, wait until like April, May time. And then they'll kind of sell off the remaining shirts they've got. And that's what I did really this season. I wasn't a fan of the home kit. The white away kit for Watford, I'm not a huge fan of either. But this shirt I can kind of see myself wearing out and about in public, by the swimming pool. So yeah, I like it. It's a nice shirt. It's a nice shirt. I didn't get a name on the back though, because I think they were still charging extra for that, which is ridiculous. They charge so much money as well. I think it's like £18 for a name and number on the back of your kit, which is just stupid. So yeah, I never get a name or number on the back of my shirt. Here's Georgie though, plays it into Bio. Oh, Bio shoots and it's blocked, and that's surely a Watford corner, and it is Watford's first corner of the game. So far, Georgie Shakfadatse and Bakun Bayo have linked up very well in this game. Bayo just not quite having enough pace there to get on the end of that ball. But yeah, a good start here by Watford. I've been mildly impressed so far, to say the least. Corner's taken quickly. Espria floats across in. It's headed on, but it goes wide of the Ipswich Town post. Ipswich trying to play out from the back here. Watford implementing a very high press. Ryan Porteous, our centre-back, is almost playing as a winger at the moment, where he's pressing on the pitch. Goodness me. And I think we've seen that quite often under Tom Cleverley so far. I mean, we've only had a short sample size of games he's managed, but I think it's evident he really wants his players to expend a lot of energy, in a really high press. Oh, it's a great challenge there by Wesley Hoot once again. Superb. Referees to stop the game here. Wesley Hoot over, great challenge there. Ipswich again broken behind the Watford defensive line. I'm not sure what player it was for Ipswich, but Wesley Hoot was one-on-one and made a really good last-ditch challenge there to kind of save Watford's bacon, really. And yeah, it's actually Amari Hutchinson down there for Ipswich, with like a groin issue perhaps. But yeah, as I said, in the match at Vicarage Road, he was a player who really impressed me. Actually, he was on my side of the pitch as well from where I sit, and yeah, he was really good to watch. 20 minutes gone here in this game already. The first half's going by very quickly indeed. It's not been a particularly exciting game so far. Don't think either team's really had a shot on goal yet. But yeah, hopefully that will change very soon. Here's Watford again. Georgie back on the ball. Georgie out to Jamal Lewis. Oh, Jamal Lewis is such a frustrating player for me. He's so poor in his final third delivery. He'll get into such good position, and then he'll cross it or hit the first man, or he'll completely kind of mistime his pass. He'll take too long. Jamal Lewis has some good attributes as kind of a left back or a left wing back, but yeah, I don't think Watford should be looking to pay. I think it's £4.5 million our buy option from Newcastle. I don't think Watford should be looking to pay that much money for a player of Jamal Lewis's ilk. Really, he's not impressed me enough to to kind of spend that much money on him. So yeah, I'm sorry to say, if Jamal Lewis is ever going to listen to this stream, I do not want you at Watford next season. Unfortunately, he's done nothing majorly wrong. But I just think his final ball in some situations is really poor. VJ says, yes, Chax is our sort of player. I absolutely agree. Apparently, Middlesbrough are 1-0 up at Hull as well. Mike Dorrance is at the point where you said he's so poor. You should have stopped at that sentence then. Yeah, I was just, I was just trying to reiterate my point, really. But yes, he is very poor. He is very poor. Is James Morris better than him, though? James Morris is our backup left back option at the moment. Would you look to give James Morris a chance perhaps in these last few games of this championship season? I suppose we might as well do that, really, because if there's no future for Lewis at the club, play the players that are going to be here for in the longer term is my view on things. Wesley heaves the ball up the pitch. Bio looking to win it. He nearly does so. The ball evades him, though. Oh, dear. I do apologise, guys. It's not been a particularly, exciting game so far. I think we all got spoiled with the Leeds watch along. That was a very exciting watch along to do. A lot of you tuned in for that. But yeah, it's not been particularly great today. Wow. Oh, again, some great play by Amari Hutchinson down this right-hand side, cutting in and out of the Watford defence, nearly creating a big opportunity there in the 6-yard box. But luckily, Watford get it away just in time. But again, great play down this right-hand side. Come on, Watford. Come on, Watford. Yeah, as I said earlier, I kind of feel bad because if Watford take points off of Ipswich, I still want them to go up. But equally, I want Watford to win football matches as well. So, here's Ipswich. Big chance here. Oh, it looks like the chance is gone. Wesley Hute clears once again. He's probably been our best player so far in this game, Wesley Hute, with some of the challenges he's made defensively. Yeah, Ipswich certainly applying the majority of the pressure so far. And Kiefer Moore as well. What a big presence he is up front. A huge target man. I think he plays for Wales, doesn't he, internationally as well, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a quality player. I think he's scored a fair few goals since he's come into Ipswich as well, Kiefer Moore. And yeah, certainly he'll have the Watford defence panicking today. Here is Kiefer Moore trying to get in behind. I think that was Jamal Lewis there. Wesley Hute, I do apologise. And yeah, he doesn't manage to do so. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Again, as I said earlier, we're not in our usual setup for the stream. That is because there's some issues in regards to YouTube and streams this evening. But I've managed to get on here for the game via different methods. So yeah, I do appreciate you all being here. And if you're new around here, please hit the subscribe button down below. The live chat is subscriber only as well. So if you want to chat with me and other viewers in the live chat this evening, you do have to click that subscribe button down below to be able to do that. So, of course, free of charge. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help the channel out significantly. And yeah, our aim is to be one of the biggest Watford fan channels in the world. We're certainly on our way to getting there. And yeah, hopefully in the coming months and years, Watford will put in better performances on the football pitch, and hopefully we'll see a return to Premier League football sooner rather than later. That is the ultimate aim, I'm sure, for every Watford fan in the world, getting back to the Premier League. Ipswich are in behind here, though. Down this right-hand side, Wesley Hute tracking back. Oh, the shot comes in. It goes wide of Daniel Batman's post again. And yeah, decent strike there. That was Kiefer Moore that time. I think that was his first shot of the game. And yeah, Ryan Porteous has been caught out a couple of times here. Ryan Porteous is guilty of sometimes, running too far out of position, trying to press someone. He'll get turned, and then obviously playing the three at the back formation like we are at the moment under Cleverly. There's a lot of space and then behind for whoever's attacking for the opposition. And again, in that case there, Kiefer Moore got an opportunity on goal, albeit he did shoot wide on that occasion. So yeah, hopefully we can hold on. Fingers crossed. Norwich forever says, come on, Watford batter Ipswich. Of course, Norwich and Ipswich are rivals. And yeah, fair play to Norwich, beating Ipswich. Was that last week? Last weekend you beat Ipswich. Fair play to you guys. You guys are right in that playoff mix at the moment. And yeah, Watford and Norwich are, similar clubs in terms of the fact that we're both yo-yo clubs at the moment. We'll go up, we'll come back down, we'll go up, we'll come back down. But I certainly think from a Norwich perspective, you guys have the better squad at the moment. Sargent, is a great striker, arguably for me, one of the better strikers in the division. Gabriel Sara, again, great player. Angus Gunn in goal, one of the best goalkeepers in the division as well. So, Norwich have a really good squad actually. He is Ipswich though. Sam Morsey looking to play a ball in behind. Ryan Porteous cuts it out. Kieran McKenna, very animated down here on the touchline. Just watching, just watching him from the the commentary gantry is where the camera was just showing Kieran McKenna, and yeah, a lot of arm pointing going on there from Kieran. But yeah, I think for me, as I said earlier, it's good to see two young English managers, in the Championship. Michael Carrick's another one at Middlesbrough. Tom Cleverley at Watford, McKenna at Ipswich as well. So yeah, it's good to see some English managers, doing well at their respective clubs. And let's take a look at the other Championship fixtures that are going on at the moment. If I can get them up here. Yes, Middlesbrough winning 1-0, Hull losing, Bristol winning as well, Swansea drawing, Blackburn losing, Rotherham 0-0. Rotherham are relegated anyway, one of the worst teams I've ever seen. Unbelievably that bad. Rotherham, only 4 wins in 42 matches. I mean, that is absolutely, shit, isn't it, really? 4 wins in 42 matches. I mean, that is... is that the worst ever, wins accrued in the Championship? I don't know the stats off the top of my head, but it certainly must be up there for the worst team ever to play, in this division. Really poor Rotherham, terrible. VJ's going with a surprise 1-0 win to Watford. That's what I like to see, VJ. Norwich forever says Jamal Lewis, ex-Norwich player. We taught him well. Yes, actually, that's very true. Jamal Lewis. I mean, I don't have the sound on, obviously, because I'm watching the game with you guys here today, but I presume Jamal Lewis is getting booed by the Ipswich fans. I can't hear the game. But yeah, as you mentioned that, actually, you are correct. Jamal Lewis, formerly of Norwich, then moved to Newcastle for quite a high transfer fee. I believe it's about £15 million or so. Obviously, didn't really get a kick of the ball at Newcastle, and then is now on loan at Watford, really. So, yeah, it's Jamal Lewis's career is quite interesting. I believe Jamal Lewis actually spent a period of time at Luton Town, actually, very early on in his career. Although, obviously, being a Watford player, that doesn't get mentioned that often. So I'll keep my mouth shut. But yeah, you are right. Jamal Lewis, formerly of Norwich City. And yeah, that was probably the best Norwich side I've seen in recent years. Actually, you had Max Aarons, Emi Buendia, Timo Pukki, Jamal Lewis. That was a decent little team you had there. Timo Pukki as well. What a decent little player he was. Where's Timo Pukki gone now? Actually, he was quite old, wasn't he, when he left you guys? He must have been in his 30s. But yeah, that Norwich team was pretty good. Oh, this game has been very stop-start, actually. This referee's been blown up for a lot of stupid fouls. Um, an Ipswich player's been yellow carded here. I couldn't actually see who it was for a foul on Georgie Chatfordazzi. I think it was Harry Clark there for Ipswich picking up the booking. So Harry Clark for Ipswich has picked up the first yellow card of the game. Oh, Watford win the ball back here. Here's Georgie. Oh, great cut back inside. Inside the penalty area. Jamal Lewis whips it. Oh, again, Jamal Lewis, not a great final delivery. Watford winning the ball back there, edge of the penalty area. Georgie Chatfordazzi doing really well. Nice flick by Bio. Georgie lays it off to Lewis. And again, I think for me, that's quite a lazy ball there from Jamal Lewis, really. Maybe I'm being overly critical. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not in, if Jamal Lewis had a fan club, I'm not in his fan club, let's say. Same with Ryovic. Ryovic can sometimes prove me wrong and score a goal like he did against West Brom a few weeks ago. But then sometimes he'll have a stinking performance and I can't, get any positives at all. Timo Pukki has gone to Minnesota United, apparently, according to Norwich Forever. That's interesting. You do find that now. A lot of players making that move over to the States, which, yeah, I mean, fair play to them if they're getting a load of money. For the last couple of years of their career, you would probably do that, wouldn't you? So, yeah, fair play. Right, about 10 minutes to go in this first half. 35 minutes played here at Pullman Road. Still Ipswich nil, Watford nil. Ipswich have to win today to go top of the championship. They have to capitalise. Shot there, saved by Daniel Batman very comfortably, straight down the middle of him there from Broadhead. But yeah, Ipswich have to win today to go top of the Sky Bet Championship. And Ipswich know that if they win all of their remaining games, which obviously isn't that easy, but if they do, they will get promoted, which for them, is going to be absolutely incredible. So, even if Watford win today, if Watford get a draw today, I firmly hope that that Ipswich go all the way and hopefully get promoted. And yeah, who knows how they'll do in the Premier League next season? They could get battered every week. But yeah, I thought Luton would get battered every week, actually, and they've not even spent that much money. And to be fair to Rob Edwards and Luton, yes, they are our rivals, but they're still in with a shout of survival, which is good for them. Oh, shot there from Ipswich comes off Daniel Batman's left-hand post. And Ipswich very close there to going ahead. I couldn't see who had the shot, actually, because, again, I can't hear the game. I can't have a commentary on because I'm talking to you guys. But yeah, shot there from Ipswich comes off the post, rolled along the goal line, actually. I thought it was just going to sneak in. And yet, unfortunately for Ipswich Town, you have not scored, but you certainly are applying a lot of pressure to the Watford defence. Watford defensively there, just not closing down, players on the edge of the box. I think it was Broadhead there again with the shot, actually. Edge of the box, hit Daniel Batman's left-hand post, rolled along the goal line, and luckily Watford had someone there to clear it. But yeah, that's pretty much as close as you can come to scoring a goal, really. I'm surprised we've not seen goal line technology implemented there. Yeah, very close for Ipswich Town. Please subscribe to the Watford Way if you haven't already as well. Trying to hit 885 subscribers today. Oh no, Ipswich in behind again. Shots blocked. Here's another chance. So much space inside the Watford penalty box. I think we're just seeing this opportunity again here from Broadhead. No, it's a shout for a penalty. But yeah, Ipswich, fair play. They've had a decent game so far. Um, Adventures with Lennon says, "What would I say if Lewis was signed next season? I would say to Gino that it's a complete waste of money, Gino," is what I would say to him. Adventures with Lennon. Yeah, I do not want to pay £4.5 million to sign Jamal Lewis. We have much more. We have many more important positions in the team to strengthen. And look, whether we can negotiate the price with Newcastle or not, I don't know. But it's just for me not worth £4.5 million, to be honest with you. He seems a bit lazy, lackadaisical on the ball. Yeah, great strike from Broadhead there. Rolled along the goal line as well. Just watching the replay now. Very unlucky not to go ahead. I think it took a slight deflection off Edu Kayembe, actually, that shot as well. Just watching the replay there. But yeah, that's Ipswich Town's best opportunity so far. And yeah, Watford looking a little bit shaky defensively. I can't lie. I've not been too impressed by Watford defensively under Tom Cleverley. Here's Georgie Chapfordazze, though. Tries to play him Yasser Espria, but the ball has too much weight on it. Oh, and yeah, I'm still frustrated we couldn't start the stream on time. Actually, I was all sat here, I was ready to go, and then it kept coming up with error in big red letters, and I was like, oh no, I can't go live. And then I used my quick thinking skills to come up with another solution, and then here we are. So yeah, once again, I do apologise if you were waiting for me about an hour ago to start. It was a YouTube technical issue, not me. I was sat here ready to go. But yeah, we're here now. Yes, a foul. Yeah, Watford foul in Ipswich there. They play it quickly though. Referee pulls it back, says it was played too quickly, in fact. Yeah, Spreer with the foul there. I think it was on Harry Clark. I believe Harry Clark is the Ipswich captain, if I'm right in saying that. Again, my memory on other EFL sides, aside from Watford, isn't that good. My knowledge, I should say. But yeah, I believe Harry Clark is the Ipswich captain. Edmondson, Kiefer Moore there in the penalty area waiting for this free kick to get delivered. And again, a decent claim there from Daniel Batman. A shot from quite far out, went through a big body of players. Batman probably didn't see it until just before it reached him. I think it was Edmondson with the shot here, was it? Yeah, fair play to Batman. He's made some decent, not world class saves, but in terms of actual claims of the football, Batman has been pretty solid so far. Espria, Bio, and Georgie pressing quite high here, trying to win the ball back for Watford. Again, fouling the Ipswich players. We're not getting anywhere by committing so many fouls, are we? VJ says, "I think you predicted 12th, James. Is that what I predicted at the start of the season? I mean, I was probably about right." Norwich Forever says, "Where are Watford going to finish at the end of the season? Do I think?" And yeah, as VJ says, mid-table probably. Maybe 10th to 14th, somewhere like that. I think if Watford could get a top 10 finish, that would be pretty good, considering the position we were in under Vlair and Ismail. So yeah, 10th to 14th, I think, is where we'll finish. Oh my God. Another save there from Daniel Batman. Kiefer Moore with a header. Great delivery in, I think, from this right-hand side once again. Just watching this back in the replay. Wow. I've got to give Daniel Batman a round of applause here. What a reaction save that is from Kiefer Moore. And yeah, but Daniel Batman, fair play to him. He has his critics, and rightly so. But he's kept Watford in this match. Some great saves from Daniel Batman in this first half. I've got to change my man of the match to him so far for Watford. Really good goalkeeping performance so far. Dominant in the air, some great claims, and yeah, a great reaction save there from Kiefer Moore for Ipswich. And they have a corner here. Here we go. Ipswich float the corner in. The shot comes in again. Here's Asprilla taking on 3 or 4 Ipswich defenders. Oh, great turn by Yassir Asprilla. Oh, couldn't quite find that final third ball once again. But yeah, Asprilla was the outlet there for Watford from that corner. But yeah, the biggest, was that the biggest chance of the game, that Kiefer Moore header? I'd probably expect Kiefer Moore to score that with the quality he's got. Norwich Forever says, don't you guys ever worry? I've been through the pain last season for Norwich. I was certainly worried, a few months ago, actually. There was a chance that Watford could have got, dragged into a relegation battle, perhaps. But, I'm not worried, really. I'm worried about our owner, because sometimes our owner, is a lunatic in terms of some of the decisions he makes. But yeah, until the end of the season, there's not a lot Watford can do, really. As I said earlier, we're a mid-table team at the moment. We have some quality players. Dennis, is a better player than where Watford are at the moment. Asprilla will probably get sold in the summer as well. We have a few individually talented players. But yeah, to answer your question, instead of me going on a tangent, am I worried about Watford at the moment? Not really. I think next season, if we don't see any progression again, then I'll be a bit like, well, where are we going as a club? Are we just going to be, a crap championship team? But for now, I'm relatively comfortable with the position that Watford are in, really. Hopefully we can keep hold of our best players. I'd love to see Ryan Andrews stay for another season. If possible, I'd keep Asprilla. Imran Louza coming back on loan from France as well would be great. I'd like to see us add some more EFL talent to the squad, really. Two minutes added time here at Portman Road. Jamal Lewis sprinting down his left-hand side. Doesn't catch up with the ball, though. And I have to say, the Ipswich pitch isn't in a particularly great condition. There's quite a few muddy patches, actually. And it's quite funny, compared to Vicarage Road, some of these championship pitches are terrible. I think we're really lucky at Vicarage Road to have such a great grounds team. Scott Tingley, I know, follows the Watford way. He's the head groundsman at Watford. Really nice guy. And they've got quite a big team, actually, of groundspeople at Watford who look after the pitch at the stadium and at the training ground as well. I'd say Watford still have the best pitch in the division, in my opinion. What are the possession stats? We'll take a look at half-time, VJ, for you. Literally about 30 seconds left to go in this first half. What are my thoughts so far? Well, I'll tell you them in just a moment. Watford have a throw here. 20 seconds to go. Wesley Hute chasing down a loose ball, heads it back to Daniel Bachmann. And I can't actually see where the Watford fans are in this stadium. They've not actually shown the Watford fans on this stream yet. So I can't see where the travelling Watford fans are, unfortunately. And there you go. That should be half time. There you go. Referee's blown up for half time. So half time at Portman Road. It's Ipswich 0, Watford 0. What are my thoughts so far? Generally, have I been impressed by Watford? No, not really. I'll be honest with you. I could sit here and be biased and say, yeah, Tom Cleverley's doing a great job, which I think he has done up to this point. But have we seen a big improvement in terms of style of football? Not quite yet. I think what we got left, 4 or 5 games left for Watford until the end of the season. I'd give him them games and then see where we're at. But yeah, Watford haven't been, superb. I think Ipswich have clearly been the better side. They should be ahead. Broadhead with that chance, hit the post along the goal line. That should have gone in. And then Kiefer Moore with the header, reflex save from Daniel Batman as well. That should have probably been a goal as well. So yeah, Watford should really be behind in this game, but we're drawing. I'm sure Ipswich will be frustrated. I expect them at half time to get a bollocking from Kieran McKenna to be more clinical. And I'm sure Watford will probably lose late on in the second half, as we have done for many a game this season. So yeah, it's not been that great. But yeah, we move, we carry on. And yeah, hopefully Watford can just pick up a positive result. Norwich Forever says, love your streams, by the way. Thank you so much for these updates. No problem at all. VJ says, I wish Cleverly could be named manager now. That's interesting. I mean, I kind of agree with you. Yes, there might be technically a better option. Gino Pozzo will find in Bulgaria or, some random European fifth-tier league or something. But Cleverly, for me, he knows his players already. He's played with a lot of these players. He knows the club. He's captained the club. He's played for England. He's played for Manchester United. He's got such a plethora of professional experience within the game of football, and I think for Watford, if we didn't hire him full time, I think it would maybe be an opportunity we'd look back on and maybe regret in the future, like we have done with Rob Edwards. That decision to this day still frustrates me so much. Seeing how well and how much the Luton fans adore Rob Edwards is a shame for me personally. So yeah, I don't want to get into another situation where we hire an English manager who's got a lot of potential, and then we sack them after their first couple of poor games. I think Watford need to get out of that rut, and then yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, hopefully we'll hire Cleverly full time. Excuse me, just gonna have a drink. Cheers to you guys. Right. So I'll quickly run you through the Watford team again. If I was on my usual streaming software, I'd be able to show you the screen I'm looking at the moment. I can't do that because I'm just streaming via YouTube directly. But yeah, the Watford team is Vacuum Bio, Yassir Espria, and Geordie Chakdatsy. Then you've got Lewis and Andrews as the wing-backs, Tom Deli Bashiri and Edu Kayembe in midfield. I feel like they are being overran slightly today. Then you've got Wesley Hoot left centre-back, Matty Pollock centrally, and then Brian Porteous as the right centre-back with Daniel Batman in goal. In terms of substitutes, well, we do have quite a strong bench, in my opinion, as do Ipswich, Jeremy Sarmiento, Lewis Travis, Axel Twanzebe. They've rested quite a few key players today. But in terms of Watford's bench, Francisco Sierralta's on there, as is Tom Ince, Jake Livermore, Mileta Rajovic, our top goal scorer, Ismail Kone, Emmanuel Dennis, Ben Hamer, Matthias Martins, and James Morris. So quite a few big options there for Watford off the bench if Cleverly chooses to use them. I think Dennis is probably being rested today. There's been a lot of rumours and speculation about him having a minor groin injury, which is having to be managed. Obviously, playing these 3 games in 7 days, isn't going to be great for a muscle injury. So hence why Dennis is probably being rested today. So yeah, that's the bench for Watford. Some good options on there. Tom Ince, again, good at set pieces, you'd say. Rajovic, again, I know people criticise him, but he has scored the most goals out of everyone in this team. Dennis, we know the quality he has. Ismail Kone, a bit more physicality in midfield, perhaps. Matthias Martins, I think, needs to be talked about for me. He's on loan again from Udinese this season. Do Watford renew Matthias Martins again for next year? Do we buy him permanently? For me, I wouldn't. I actually wouldn't. Now, a lot of people like Matthias Martins, but if I was in charge of Watford's recruitment, I don't think I would buy Martins. I just think for me, he doesn't offer enough. When he starts, he has glimpses of quality, but he's not the quickest. He's not the strongest. Yes, he's scored a few decent goals and some great finishes, but I think he's been given enough opportunities to prove himself at Watford. He's just not quite there for me. Whether he'll suit the Serie A with Udinese a bit more, perhaps, I don't know, because that's obviously where he's on loan from. But for me, Matthias Martins, alongside Jamal Lewis, actually, they just seem a little bit lightweight for the team I would look to build in the Championship. So, I would not renew Matthias Martins for next season. Let's take a look at our subscriber count to see how close we are to our goal for today. On 881 subscribers, so we need 4 more subscribers to hit our goal for today's stream. So again, as I mentioned earlier, if you are new around here, if you're an Ipswich fan, a Norwich fan, a Championship fan, or indeed a Watford fan, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, get yourself on the channel. Some great content on here. We do the Watford Way podcast where I get a regular guest on and we'll talk all things Watford and the EFL. And of course, we'll do live match watch-alongs like today, as well as match previews and post-match reactions as well, all in short form. So we try and do our previews and reactions under 10 minutes to not keep you around for too long. And try and get as much information in there as possible. So I do hope you enjoy all our other content as well as our watch-alongs here on the Watford Way. And as I said, our overall goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers, hopefully in the next couple of months. Fingers crossed, if we continue how we are right now. That's the aim. Hit that button down below. Thank you very much. I'm just going to tweet out here that we are on the watch-along. Just give me one moment. And actually, we have the Champions League fixtures today as well. Someone let me know the current PSG Barcelona score. The Champions League last night was so good to watch. I was watching the Arsenal Bayern Munich game at the Emirates Stadium. I wasn't there, I was at home. But yeah, great game to watch. 2-2 at the Emirates Stadium. Man City, Real Madrid, that was 3-3. Some great goals in that game. Phil Foden scoring a wonderful goal. Valverde as well. Great half volley to equalise for Madrid. The Champions League last night wasn't too bad either. I like this stage of the season when there's a lot to play for. The Champions League last night certainly didn't disappoint. And it's back next week as well for the reverse fixtures as well. Arsenal travelling out to the Allianz Arena. And then Real Madrid coming over to Manchester. So, lots of football to look forward to. I think we've got the FA Cup semi-final soon as well. Lots to play for. Right, that's all done. Ellis says, are you losing yet, James? We are not losing. You'll be pleasantly surprised to hear, Ellis. We're doing okay. We're holding on. Ipswich should be ahead, really. That Ipswich have had plenty of chances to go ahead in this game. So we should be losing. We should be losing. Right, let's take a look at the Champions League scores. Apparently, it's 2-0 to Atletico Madrid and 1-0 to Barcelona. Wowee. That is very interesting indeed. I think, am I right in saying if Arsenal and City both win, will they then face each other in the semi-finals? I believe I'm correct. Let me know if I'm wrong in the live chat, of course. I believe that's how the Champions League works. I wouldn't know. Watford have never reached the Champions League in my lifetime, so I've got no idea whatsoever. But I believe if Arsenal and City both win their respective legs, then they will face each other in the semi-final, I believe. Again, I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not an expert in the Champions League, but yeah, I do think I'm correct. And yeah, just looking at Ipswich's bench as well, Connor Chaplin, Marcus Harness, Ali Al-Hamadi, great player they brought from Wimbledon. I wish Watford brought him. Jeremy Sarmiento, I'm surprised he hasn't started. Luongo, Luis Travis, Axel Twanzebe, used to be at Manchester United as well. So, yeah, I said the Watford bench was strong, but actually the Ipswich bench is probably equally as strong, if not better. So yeah. Norwich Forever says, I wish you could stream at a Watford game with the crowd around you. I probably could, actually. Where I sit in Watford, I probably could get away with that. But I wouldn't be able to show the pitch because that would be illegal. But yeah, maybe one day we'll consider doing that. I know a few other channels do that as well, where they'll film themselves at the games. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Josh Lewis, welcome back to the stream. He says, who else would you want as manager if we don't get Klebs? I will go for... There's a lot of managers unemployed at the moment, so don't suggest Neil Warnock to me. But Danny Roll, again, it's probably an easy answer from me, really. But I just think the job he's done at Sheffield Wednesday is really good. I like the guy. He seems like a good bloke, in terms of the way he speaks. That's something I like. Just someone who speaks sense. The same can't be said for some other Watford managers. Not naming names, but you probably know who I'm talking about. Walter Mazzari, for example. So yeah, Danny Roll, I think, at Sheffield Wednesday. Again, quite a young guy, similar to Cleverley. But yeah, he's someone I'd like to join Watford. Chris Thompson. Hello. He says, hi, mate. So far, so good. But it's the 60th minute, second half, where it will be decided. Yeah, I mean, Watford have conceded some late goals in the last few matches. So, if it's 0-0 in like the 85th minute, I'd expect you'll probably go on and score, because Watford in the past few weeks have had a reputation of conceding late goals. We conceded a 90th minute equaliser away at West Brom, and then Leeds again. I think it was about the 85th minute. They scored at Vicarage Road as well. So I think you're probably right. You will break us down at some point in the second half. You should be ahead already. Nathan Broadhead with a shot, off the post along the goal line. That probably should have been a goal. And then Daniel Batman with a great reaction save from Kiefer Moore. So yeah, you guys should be ahead, really. I'm not going to sit here and lie. You guys should be comfortably ahead in this game. Right. The second half should be starting in just a moment. Here we go. Ready for the second half. Looking forward to it. We're 3 subscribers away from our goal for today. 885 subscribers is the aim for today's stream. Again, slight delay in starting the stream due to YouTube being stupid and having some technical issues. But yeah, we should be sorted now. And yeah, we're getting ready for the second half. But yes, right. The question is, would I make any substitutions? If I was in charge of Watford, I would take off Jamal Lewis. I think Lewis in the past 2 games has been so is lazy the right word? I don't like throwing words like lazy around, because again, I'm not a professional footballer. I can't really talk about laziness. But yeah, Lewis should come off for me for James Morris. And yeah, that's probably perhaps the only substitution that I would make so far, really. So yeah, Lewis has been poor, but aside from that, I think Watford have been pretty decent. Bio's been decent up front. He's impressed me the last few games. Espria, not really having the effect I'd like him to for the quality he has. Georgie Chatford, that say, is having a decent game, actually. But yeah, aside from that, and Daniel Batman making the saves, I can't think of too many Watford players having great performances today. Really. Right. Are we all ready to go? It's 0-0 at halftime. How do we all think the game is going to end? I'm going to say Ipswich will nick it late on and they'll go bonkers because if they win today, they'll be going top of the championship. So I'm going to go, I'm going to revise my score prediction. I'm a bit negative and go 1-0 Ipswich Town. And I'll go with Kiefer Moore with the goal for Ipswich. So 1-0 Ipswich, Kiefer Moore with the goal is what I'll go with. Watford players are coming back out. Just observing the team to see if I can see if there's any changes. I can't see any changes as of yet. Unless I'm blind, I could be blind and not be. I might be blind and not being able to see a new player. But yeah, as far as I can see, the team is unchanged for the second half. Referee's putting the ball down on the centre spot, ready to go at Portman Road. Come on, ref, take your time. Yeah, I don't know who this referee is. I've never seen him referee a Watford game before. To be fair, I know VJ requested the stats. We'll take a quick look actually as we kick off this second half. Ba, 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 ba. Well, that's not very helpful. That's not showing me the stats at all. There we go. Ipswich with 10 shots, 4 on target. Watford, 3 shots, none on target. 64% possession to Ipswich compared to Watford's 36. Loads more passes for Ipswich. Really poor pass accuracy for Watford, actually. Watford with 73% pass accuracy. Excuse me, I'm getting the hiccups again. So yeah, the statistics are very much in Ipswich's favour, really. Way more shots, way more on target, way more possession, and their pass accuracy is almost 10% higher. So yeah, Ipswich dominating the stats. All right, and here we go. I feel like they've changed the camera angle for this second half. It seems like we're a lot higher. There we go. It looks better now. Right, here's Watford. Ryan Andrews made a good run on this right-hand side, plays it into Espria. Can Watford get ahead early on in this first half? Here's Ryan Porteous back into Tom Deddy Bashiri. Turns away from his man. Is so good at doing that, Tom Deddy, turning away on the half turn from his marker. Here's Georgie driving away into Lewis. Lewis with a good pass and an awful pass back from Geordie Chatford-Atze. I'm not quite sure what he was trying to do there, but well worked from there from Watford. Just not able to get any sort of meaningful cross into the box, unfortunately. And there we go. They've shown the Watford fans for the first time this game. Looks like there's a few hundred of them who have made the journey to Portman Road today. I know the coach has left Vicarage Road at around 3 p.m. this afternoon. It's about 2.5, 3-hour journey down to Ipswich. And that's if the traffic's good as well. Sometimes it can take a lot longer than that if the traffic's bad. And of course, it's a work day today as well. So I'm sure it probably took quite a while to get over to Ipswich. And hopefully they can be rewarded with at least a goal. I think for me as a traveling fan, you can lose games and still be proud of your performance. It's just when the players don't put in the effort, really, that frustrates fans traveling home and away, really. But so far, under Tom Cleverley, the players, oh my God. I mean, that is just an awful pass again. No wonder our pass accuracy is so bad. It looked like Oh no. Oh no. Oh, not quite a good enough ball there from Ipswich. But yeah, a poor pass from Tom Delhi Bashiri. I'm not quite sure what's wrong with Watford today. Simple short passes are not even being done accurately. So, so yeah, hopefully we can fix up on that soon. Just basic football stuff, really. Being able to pass the ball 5-10 yards. Right, here come Watford again, down this left-hand side. Georgie Chatford-Atze attacking. Drives inside. Here's a spree. He has some space. Oh, what on earth was he doing? Kayembe shoots. It's blocked. Kept in by Ryan Andrews on the touchline here. Plays it back to Georgie. Into Espria. Espria trying to create an opportunity here. Spreads it out wide to Jamal Lewis. Into Espria again. Into Tom Delhi. Porteous. Into Andrews. Back to Porteous. Kayembe. Wesley Hoot. Jamal Lewis. Oh, that's a shame. Watford were right up actually against the Ipswich penalty box, and we've just kind of regressed now, passing all the way back to our central defenders. And again, Tom Delhi Bashiri, he's not had a great game. He's gave the ball away again there, and Kayembe fouling the Ipswich player, and it's another free kick to them. They've played it quickly. The referee says play on. Yeah, I think Watford are really the makers of our own downfall today so far, really. Defensively, not closing down people quick enough, and that's led to the two big chances. And then just in midfield, Tom Delhi and Kayembe, Tom Delhi more so, just not not being able to pass the football accurately, for about 5 yards. So yeah, interesting. If you are new around here as well, please hit the subscribe button down below. Trying to hit 885 subscribers today. I know this is a big match for Ipswich, so I assume you have a lot of Ipswich fans tuning in to the watch along. 50 minutes gone here at Portman Road, still 0-0 in this game. But yeah, as I said, hit the subscribe button. It would be very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Here's Yassit Espria. Plays it into back in Bio. Oh, Bio had a chance there, nearly through on goal. He should have had a shot, really, in my opinion. Here's Espria. Shoots. It's blocked. And it's played out nicely by Ipswich. Amari Hutchinson driving forward here. Oh, he sent Ryan Porteous. Still got it, Hutchinson. Great play by him. And the ball's just too far. It is kept in, though. The ball's whipped in and claimed by Daniel Batman. This game's suddenly gone from being quite boring to very end-to-end. Both defences looking vulnerable early on in this second half. And of course, I'm overreacting a little bit. This is a much bigger game for Ipswich than it is for Watford. And I still suspect Ipswich will probably come away with the victory in the end. But yeah, Watford looking improved, I would say, early on in the second half. Right, here's Ipswich again, down his left-hand side. Oh, Batman claims, but falls over while doing so. He's all right, though. He gets back up and laughs it off. Yeah, Daniel Batman there, the Watford goalkeeper, nearly he claimed the ball from a floated cross and nearly fell back into his own goal, which would have been a comical way to concede. But yeah, Watford avoiding a stupid own goal there. And yeah, we have scored a couple of embarrassing own goals this season, actually, haven't we? Let's not remind ourselves too much of them. I think was it Ryan Andrews at home to was it Coventry at home? Ryan Andrews scored an own goal. Then was it Wesley Hoot away from home as well? Yeah, we've scored a couple of terrible own goals this season. What I will say is, and hopefully I'm not going to jinx myself, I think Watford have only been awarded one penalty this season. So, comparatively to last season, yes, we had Joao Pedro and Ismail Assar to kind of win them. But I think last season we had 5 or 6 penalties, whereas this season we've only had the one from what I remember. So, yeah, hopefully, maybe today's the day Watford will get another penalty. Let's see. But it's been a long time since we were awarded a penalty in the Championship. All right, here's Kayembe. Oh, another loose ball by Watford. Our passing today has been abysmal. And an opportunity to shoot from range there. I think that was Sam Morsey. He shoots wide of Daniel Batman's goal. But at least they're having a shot. This is my frustration with Watford. We seem to get ourselves into good positions. Yeah, just watching the replay here. Sam Morsey shooting way wide of the goal there. But yeah, as I said, at least they're having a go. Watford get ourselves into good positions, edge of the box, and then we'll just pass it, or pass it, or pass it. Then we'll lose the ball, and then it's like a constant cycle. So yeah, at least Ipswich are giving it a go, whereas Watford seem to just you know we seem to be afraid to shoot sometimes. At least in my opinion. Right, here's Harry Clark down his right-hand side. Let me know what you think of the game so far in the live chat as well. Are you watching along with me at the same time? I'm on 55 minutes and 20 seconds so far in this game as I'm watching it today. And yeah, Portman Road looking quite nervous actually. Long ball there, Kiefer Moore trying to get on the end of that, but obviously Kiefer Moore not really known for his pace running in behind. And Watford have a goal kick. And yeah, let's see where this would leave Ipswich if the game stayed as it was today. Just trying to get up the live championship table here. Here we go. So if it stayed as it was, Leicester would remain top with a game in hand. But if Ipswich win, they'll go top tonight on 90 points, which would put them 3 points clear of Leeds. But Southampton still have 2 games in hand on all the teams above them as well. So it's getting very tight up there in the top. I mean, you've got 3 teams in the running for the title at the moment. And if Southampton win their 2 games in hand, then you've got to put Southampton, in the running as well. So yeah, what a title race this is in the Championship this season. Really, really exciting. Same for the Premier League as well. I mean, you look at the Premier League title race. You've got Man City, you've got Liverpool, you've got Arsenal. So yeah, both leagues having good title races this season. Make sure to leave a like on this stream as well. Be very much appreciated. Literally takes 5 seconds. Just go there down below myself speaking. Click that like button. That would be very much appreciated indeed. Right, here's Watford here trying to score a goal. That would be nice. Ryan Andrews here on this right-hand side. He's got 2 players marking him though. And Davis shoulder barges Ryan Andrews off the ball, and Ipswich win a goal kick. Nearly 60 minutes gone here at Portman Road. How long will it be until we see Tom Cleverley make some sort of tactical change? Remember, Dennis, who's a very dangerous player, is still on the bench, as is Matthias Martin, Tom Ince, Jake Livermore. There are options there to make a change. Will Tom Cleverley look to do so? I think he probably will. We've got another game this weekend on Saturday, away at Southampton. I'll be live here as usual on the Watford Way for all of our away games, so make sure you join me here for that. Here's Kayembe. Can he pass the ball accurately? Here we go. Yes, he does. He passes the ball 10 yards accurately. Well done. Here's Asprilla into Jamal Lewis. He has... Oh, I mean, that's just awful. Here's Bio. Asprilla. Oh my God! A great shot from Yasser Asprilla and a decent save from the Ipswich Town goalkeeper. I thought that was going in. I was getting ready to jump up and celebrate, actually. Oh, what a strike. But yeah, saved, unfortunately. Maybe it wasn't as good as I thought, but at the time, that seemed like a very good strike on the edge of the box there from Yasser Asprilla. And yeah, for a moment, I thought Watford were about to go 1-0 up, but yeah, it wasn't to be. And he's got a great strike on him, Yasser Asprilla. He scored some decent goals this season from range, actually, as well. The goal away at Norwich City, that was from about 35, 40 yards out. I mean, that was an unbelievable long-range strike. And yeah, I thought he nearly did another one there. But unfortunately, it was saved. And yeah, that's probably been, I think that's actually Watford's first shot on target, actually, for this entire game. Yeah, Watford are getting overloaded in midfield. I think that's been our issue this game. Obviously, we've got Kayembe and Tom Delly in there. They're being pressed very quickly and they don't have a lot of time on the ball, which is probably why the pass accuracy hasn't been as good. Here's Porteous, gives it to Asprilla. I think the Watford motto is just give it to Yasser Asprilla and he'll do something with it, which is a good motto to have, actually. Here's Lewis. Attempts to cross it, goes out for a... Is that a throw or a corner? Can't see what the referee signaled there. Looks like it might be a Watford throw. Ipswich making 2 substitutions. I'll let you know who they are in just a moment. Watford choosing not to make any substitutions right now, but Ipswich look to be making 2 changes here. Harry Clark actually might be struggling out there for Ipswich. He might be one of the players to come off. Oh, Wesley Hugh, great bit of skill there. And yeah, Watford playing ourselves back to Daniel Batman. Here's Matty Pollock. Again, great turn away by the Ipswich press there. Batman can't find an option short, so he sends it long. Watford win the second ball, though. And here's Georgie Shakfordadze driving forward into Jamal Lewis. And again, a poor delivery from Jamal Lewis. However, he has won Watford. What is our only second corner of the game, I believe. So Watford with a corner here. We've not been particularly great from set pieces this season. We have scored a few, but yeah, Watford's second corner of the game here. Can Watford go ahead at Portman Road to hinder Ipswich's title hopes? 3 substitutions have been readied here by Kieran McKenna. Wow, a triple substitution is about to be made. Kieran McKenna clearly not happy with what he's seeing on the pitch at the moment. Here's Andrews, spreads it out to Asprilla. Asprilla back out left into Georgie Chapfordadze. And that's way over the bar. Why is he shooting from there? I mean, he could have crossed that or floated that into the penalty area. And yeah, a wasted opportunity from Watford. We've just not been very clever with our final third play. It's been an ongoing issue for us for probably about 3 years, to be honest with you. We've just not been that great going forward. Last season we were very lucky to have João Pedro, who rescued us on numerous occasions. But this season we're having to rely on actually, having a decent style of play and players knowing what to do when we're going forward, rather than individual brilliance. And I think we have struggled to, score any sort of cohesive goals when the opposition defend really well, as Ipswich have done today, I should say. The substitutions have been made. Luongo, Chaplin, and Sarmiento on. Taylor, Jackson, and Broadhead off for Ipswich. Those are the three substitutions for Ipswich. Sarmiento, again, I believe he's on loan from Brighton. Is that correct? Is he on loan from Brighton? I believe so. The name rings a bell. And yeah, he's a player, again, who impressed me in the reverse fixture at Vicarage Road as well. BJ says, I think Kayembe is our player of the season, or Wesley Hoot. Yeah, I think so. I think Kayembe could be up there for his second half of the season performances. But I think Wesley Hoot will probably win the overall prize come the end of the season. I think he's been our most consistent player. Excuse me, I am yawning because I don't usually watch football at this time. Oh, that's wasted from Yasser Asprilla. Again, in the final third, just not finding that final ball. Come on, Watford. Asprilla into Ryan Andrews. Into Kayembe. Right, into Georgie. Have a shot. Is closed down. Porteous. Out wide to Lewis. Take on your man, Jamal. Come on, be confident. No, he turns back again. He doesn't take on his man. That's been the same old story with Jamal Lewis. Porteous. Out to Ryan Andrews. Asprilla on the ball now. Yeah, Watford really struggling to break down this Ipswich defensive block. They've kind of got three blocks really. You've got Kiefer Moore, who's got to be that outlet, and then you've got kind of three. You've got 2, a 3, and a 4 really. And Watford are finding it really hard to break that down. They're very organised. Oh, referee, yeah, that's got to be a yellow card. Yeah, Ryan Porteous picking up a yellow card here. I think it was Porteous. Again, Amari Hutchinson, what a player. Just turning away from Porteous there. And yeah, a yellow card for Ryan Porteous. He had to make the foul, to be fair. Otherwise, it would have been a great opportunity for Ipswich. But yeah, Porteous, if he was just defensively more aware in regards to his positioning, he wouldn't have to make these stupid challenges. It's always because he'll go diving in, he'll get turned, and then he doesn't have the recovery pace to get back. And that leads Watford to having a lot of space in behind. Oh, great play by Ipswich. Surely they've got to shoot. It's blocked. Headed clear by Porteous. And surely Watford win the throw. Yes, we do. If you are new around here as well, if you're an Ipswich fan, if you're a general Championship fan, if you're a Watford fan, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. We're trying to hit 885 subscribers today. I believe we're only 3 away at the moment. So if you could, please hit the button down below. It'd be very much appreciated. We're on 67 minutes, 40 seconds played at Portman Road. They're all waiting for a goal to go ballistic and celebrate going top of the Championship. Can Watford ruin their day? We'll have to wait and see what happens. Got more than 20 minutes to go in this game, but Ipswich certainly on the ascendancy at the moment. Here's Hutchinson. It's blocked, so it's back with Ipswich. Headed clear by Andrews again. Yeah, and Ipswich are right in the groove of this now. They're really, taking control, dominating the game, creating chances, especially out wide down that right-hand side. And yeah, Ipswich really taking the game to Watford. Yeah, the thing is, I wasn't too impressed when I saw Ipswich with my own eyes earlier this season. I thought they were a good side, but I didn't think they would then go on to potentially win the championship. So, what they've done since they played Watford last time out is, remarkable. And don't get me wrong, they've had some luck along the way, some last minute winners. They've not had a massive, injury crisis either. But what they've shown is a consistent style of play. They essentially kept the way they played from when they won League One. They kept that going when they got promoted. Regardless of the opposition they played, which is something I value in a manager. Regardless of the opposition, you all adhered to that style. I'll stop waffling because I'm an idiot. Ismail Kone is about to come on for Watford. We'll see who is coming on for. But yeah, Watford making the first substitution for them in the second half. Interesting. I didn't maybe expect him to come on first. I might have expected Emmanuel Dennis to come on. Perhaps Tom Bashiri will come off. For me, he's not been that great in this second half or in the first half. Let's have a look. And yeah, that's not the right substitution for me. The Watford fans don't look that pleased with that. Georgie Chatford-Atze, who's been right up there for my man of the match, actually has come off, and Ismail Kane has come on. And another substitution here for Ipswich. Looks like Kiefer Moore is coming off. And Ali Al-Hamidi is coming on. Now, Watford, I believe, were tracking him again in the January transfer window, but unfortunately, Ipswich Town just beat Watford to it and got their man. But again, he's a player I really like from his time at Wimbledon. So yeah, Kiefer Moore off. So big aerial threat's gone off, but arguably a more technical player has come on in his place. And that goes out for a Watford goal kick. Jacob says, up the Watford, up the Watford. That's what we like to see, Jacob. And yeah, as I said earlier, I picked this shirt up. I don't usually buy Watford kits, but I picked this up at the last home game because they had reduced the shirt to £20, which I thought was a bargain, especially when at the start of the season they're 60 quid, which is a complete rip-off. So my advice to you would be just wait until the end of the season and then get your shirts for a third of the price you would normally pay. I do have a little bit of a insight actually as to apparently what the new home shirt will look like. Now, apparently, from what I've read and from what I've seen, now I'm not saying I'm correct because I could be completely wrong, but from what I've seen, apparently our new home shirt is going to include quite a lot of red detailing. And it's going to be similar to the shirt we had in the 06-07 season. So if you want to get a gauge on what our home shirt may potentially look like, just Google Watford Football Club 06-07 home kit. And apparently, from what I've heard, that is going to be the theme around what our home shirt for next season will look like. So yeah, a little bit of a insight there for you guys from what I've heard. So yeah, apparently it's going to have a lot more red. Might even be going to red shorts. Who knows? I think that'll be interesting. But yeah, apparently our new home kit for next year will be based on the 06-07 season. with that red detailing. And that's all I know. I can't give you any more information than that. I have no more further information to give. But apparently, apparently that's the theme. Jacob says, what did I think of Watford against Preston? I thought that we were crap, Jacob. I'll be honest with you. I could have fell asleep in that Preston game. I don't think we even had a shot on target, did we? It was so boring to watch. Probably the worst game of Tom Cleverley's tenure so far. I mean, today's not been much better. I would say today's probably an improvement on Preston. But yeah, in terms of the Preston game, Watford weren't that great. And I actually thought Preston were really poor themselves as well. So it's not been the last couple of games haven't been great. But I said earlier, I think the best game Cleverley's had was that Leeds game at Vicarage Road, the 2-2 draw. Really should have won that game. Same with West Brom away, really. Bio has apparently fouled someone. Bio won the ball back. Watford could have had a 2v2 situation, but the referee said Bio fouled the Ipswich defender there. What was I talking about? I can't even remember. Yeah, Preston. Yeah, Preston, boring. Boring game, Preston. The most exciting thing about that was my pre-match food. Nice pre-match meal. But the Preston game itself, very dull, very boring. 37 people watching live. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our goal is to hit 885 subscribers. We're one subscriber away from hitting that goal. So if you are new, just hit that button and you would have made us hit our goal for today's stream, which would be absolutely fantastic. We'll be here back again on Saturday afternoon at a much earlier time of 3 p.m. to watch Watford face Southampton away from home. "75 minutes gone. Is there going to be a late winner?" I don't know. Ipswich give away a very, very cheap corner. Edmondson there. I'm not quite sure what he was doing, but he headed the ball. I mean, I don't know what he was. I can't explain what he was doing, but essentially, he headed the ball back to absolutely no one, and it's gone out for a Watford corner. Fair enough. So Watford have our third corner of the game. Hopefully, we can score from this one. My fingers are crossed. Yassir Espria has gone over to take it. Can he put in a good delivery? We've got some tall players on the pitch. Kayembe, Wesley Hoots, Kone. He's played short though. Oh, what a waste. What a waste. Why do we have to do that, hey? I never get short corners. I'm sure there's probably some logical reason why we do it. But for me, there's nothing better than just whipping the ball into the mixer and getting a head on it. We played it short and then we played it out of touch. And now it's an Ipswich goal kick. So what a complete waste of time that was for everyone involved. Here's Porteous. He wins the header. Yeah, and Kone has been the only substitution so far for Watford. It doesn't look like anyone else is getting ready to come on. So at the moment, as it stands, Kone is the only Watford substitute. He come on for Georgie Chatford-Datsy. Come on, Watford. Let's have a shot on goal. Come on. Bloody hell. Here we go. Yes. Oh, here we go. Here's Jamal Lewis. Jamal Lewis. Oh, it's saved. Kayembe shoots, it's blocked. And that's probably the best thing Jamal Lewis has done all game. And to be fair, the angle looks really tight, so I'm surprised he managed to get a shot off from there. Was saved by the Ipswich Town goalkeeper. The best bit of play from Jamal Lewis so far today, that was. Superb. And yeah, the Southampton game this weekend will be the last watch along of the season, actually, for me, because for the Middlesbrough game, the last game of the season, I'm away in Spain. I'm away in sunny Spain on holiday. So I obviously won't be able to do a watch along from Spain, but I shall be watching from the beach probably. And yeah, that would be good to watch from Spain. But yeah, Saturday, I should say, will be the last live stream, live watch along of the season. And I'm sure we'll be back in the summer to do some more streams and stuff. But yeah, in terms of the last watch along, that will be this Saturday at 3 p.m. So make sure to join me for that. Watford versus Southampton away at St Mary's. Can we hinder their playoff hopes? Obviously, Southampton also in the playoff race as well. And yeah, that'll be an interesting game to watch as well. So yeah, you think about the opposition Watford have faced over the past few weeks. You've faced Leeds, West Brom, Ipswich today, Southampton on Saturday. Watford have probably played a big part in this playoff and title battle, actually. Um, so yeah, hopefully. I mean, I'm still hoping we can get the win today, but I've just got a feeling that seeing what Ipswich have done this season, I reckon they'll get, a 92nd minute winner or something stupid. And look, I won't be too deflated if that happens, but I'll certainly be disappointed. Oh, Jamal Lewis getting involved in a bit of a fight here. Um, just needs to calm down. Obviously, as mentioned earlier, Jamal Lewis is formerly of Norwich City, and Ipswich Town do not like Norwich City very much. Hence the maybe aggression there just seen on the pitch. Right, Ipswich have a throw here. Watford with some defending to do. Tom, evening. Great third shirt. Thank you very much, Tom. I brought this the other day because it was reduced in the Hornet shop. Thank you very much. Really, I love the blue. I think it looks very nice. Norwich forever says he's going to Madrid. I would love to go to Madrid. That is on the bucket list. I want to get out to Amsterdam later this year to do the Ajax Stadium tour. I've never done that before, so hopefully this year I can get myself out to Amsterdam as well. It looks like a very nice city, and yeah, the stadium looks immense as well. So I'd love to do the stadium tour over in Amsterdam. I really want to do where I'm going in Spain actually is just give me a moment. There's an Ipswich attack going on here and it's gone out of play. Where I'm going in Spain is actually really close to Barcelona. It's about a 40-minute drive from Barcelona. So if the Camp Nou wasn't demolished, I probably would have done the Barcelona stadium tour. However, the Camp Nou's been demolished. They're rebuilding that. So for me personally, I'm going to wait, hold off, and then go back when they're finished the new Barcelona stadium because I don't think it'll be much fun seeing a building site really. So yeah, I'll go back to Barcelona one day once they've actually finished their stadium. Felipe, welcome back to the stream. Just catching up in the game. I hope you are right about the next Watford kit. Need red shorts back. Well, apparently that's the rumor. Apparently the new home kit for Watford is going to be based on the 06-07 season with this red detailing down the shirt. So we'll see if it comes true in the summer, I'm sure. And yeah, the red shorts I do like actually as well. I'd love to see the red shorts come back. Although I do like the aesthetic of black shorts, yellow shirt, the Hornets. I quite like that as well. Excuse me. But yeah, I know a lot of people love the red shorts, like the ones that Mate Vidra and Dini wore in that promotion season. Right, here's Ipswich with a corner. I'm getting a little bit nervous now. I don't know why, because Watford aren't actually playing for anything. But Yeah, I don't want us to lose late on again because that would just be frustrating. We've done it twice already in the past couple of weeks. But here's Harry Clark. He whips it in. Ipswich on the attack. Looking to whip something in again from down this right hand side. A lot of their great players come down this right hand side where Jamal Lewis is defending. Tom Deddy Bashiri has deemed to have fouled someone here, and Ipswich win a free kick in quite a dangerous area. Probably not a shooting position per se, but certainly, if they get a good set piece taker on this and they put a good cross in, it'll be certainly be dangerous for Watford to defend. Sam Morsey is standing over it at the moment. Daniel Batman there just rearranging his wall. As I said, for me personally, it doesn't look like a shooting position. But yeah, let's see what happens. It looks like he'll cross this. Sam Morsey puts his hand up to signal something. Right, it's crossed in. It's headed away by Wesley Hoot. Oh, the shots come in. It's blocked. Still with Ipswich, right in that 6-yard box. It's cleared again. It's a bit chaotic in the Watford 6-yard box here. And Watford probably get away with one there. Ipswich still have the ball. And yeah, there's no sense to Watford's defending, really. It's pretty much just hoof the ball and hope it gets to someone. Oh, Espria showing some great pace. Oh, referee, that's not a foul. Come on, don't be silly. Yeah, Espria deemed to have found someone there. Bristol City 4-0 up in their game, apparently. Wowee. Can anyone who's watching this stream update me on the current Champions League scores? I'd like to know the score in the Barcelona PSG game, if possible. So let me know in the live chat. Oh, and an exciting substitution the last few minutes here. Emmanuel Dennis has come on for Watford for the last 5 minutes. So Vacuum Bio off. And Dennis is on. Can Dennis score a last-minute winner for Watford away at Ipswich? Right, here comes Aspria. Oh, great ball into Dennis. Oh, Dennis loses it again. All he does is lose the ball. Against Preston, he lost the ball quite a lot as well. He comes on, takes a touch, and then loses the ball straight away. Come on, Dennis, you're better than that. Right, here's Ipswich. Again, out to this right-hand side, they clearly feel they can target Jamal Lewis defensively because literally 90% of their attacks have come through Lewis. Down Lewis's side, I should say. Right, it's blocked. It's gone out for a Ipswich corner. And they're applying a lot of pressure now. Let's take a look at what you guys are saying. It's 2-2 in that Barcelona game, is it? That's interesting. Come on, Watford. The referee is shouting at Ryan Andrews for some reason. I'm not quite sure what he's going on about here. God, this ref loves being the centre of attention. Bloody hell. Get on with it, referee. Just blow your flipping whistle. Jesus. He's just wasting time. Now he's speaking to Edu Kayembe. I mean, this has probably taken like 2.5 minutes now to sort out this corner. Come on, ref. Get on with it. What on earth are you doing? Here we go. Corner to Ipswich. Now, between you and me, I have a bad feeling this is about to go in the back of the net. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Corner's taken. It's floated in. It's actually headed away by Watford. I was wrong. Yeah, and literally, bar two defenders, every other Ipswich player is right up there. They've only kept two players back. And has that gone out for another corner? Yeah, I don't really know what to think. I mean, if Watford draw this game, it'll be 5 unbeaten under Tom Cleverley, but 1 win and 4 draws. Um, you have to say the quality of opposition we've faced has been really high. But 4 draws in a row equally isn't that great either. So um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to I don't know what to think really. Um, I just want to win. I want to see another Watford win. It's been a long while since I've seen a Watford win in real life at home. Oh dear. Right. We're into the 89th minute. We've hit our subscriber goal for today as well. So thank you very much for that, everyone. Right, it's whipped in. It's not whipped in, it's floated in, I should say. Headed away by Ryan Porteous. Ipswich trying to throw everything at this now. Watford trying to counter. Oh, this referee's an idiot. Honestly, I feel like Ipswich have fouled our players so many times, yet has let them play on. And then when we've fouled them, he's blown up every single time. How much added time have we got here? Looks like 4 minutes to me. Just 4 minutes of added time here. Ipswich nil, Watford nil. 4 minutes left to play. Do Watford try and hold on for the points, or do we go for the win? Ipswich certainly going for the win at the moment. Dennis hasn't really had any effect since he's come on. He's not really getting involved at all. Um, Come on, Watford. We're better than this. Yeah, Watford today have just looked like a bang average mid-table championship side, to be honest with you, and that's pretty much where we are. So I can't complain too much, but yeah, I maybe expected a little bit more out of this game. To be fair, they're probably just knackered. The players, small squad, nothing to play for. Here's Ipswich. Oh, Lewis has got a clear. He does so. 3 minutes left to play for Ipswich fans. Otherwise, it's just going to be a point for you in this game. It's a big chance for you guys to capitalise on. The results from yesterday. Leicester losing, Leeds drawing as well. 2.5 minutes to play. Ball's out on this right-hand side. It's kept in play. But Watford have the ball back here. Kayembe, I mean, Dennis just falls over. What the hell is he doing? Dennis has not had any, meaningful impact on this game whatsoever since he come on. What was the point of bringing him on for 5 minutes? I don't really know. But hey ho, here we are. Yeah, and Watford, quite rightly just sitting back and defending here. And yeah, Dennis, I mean, what a awful cameo appearance from him here. Just a stupid foul. He's gave away a free kick in these last few moments. Again, in quite a dangerous area, really. Again, not really a shooting position, perhaps, but there was no need to commit the foul whatsoever. And yeah, Dennis is right up there today for the worst cameo appearance of the season so far. I'm probably overreacting, but yeah, not great from Dennis. Right, and there's only 1 minute left to play. This could be the last chance of the game for Ipswich. Tom Ince has come on for the last minute of this game for some reason. Substitution by Watford. Tom Ince for Yassir Espria. I'm not quite sure why we've done that for 1 minute left of the game. You know, whatever. Just seems silly to me, but sure. Right, it's whipped in. Oh, I thought the referee had pointed to the penalty spot there for a moment. Goodness me. I think it was a foul on Ryan Porteous. Looks like he got hit in the face. Yeah. Right, 30 seconds to go. That should be it. Batman taking his time over this goal kick. Again, wasn't a great game to watch, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, looks like Watford have held on to the draw. 10 seconds to play. That's if the referee doesn't add anything on. Oh. Oh. Right, referee still letting this game play on here. We're over our allotted added time. Oh my God. What on earth just happened? I think that was Kayembe who had a shot from inside. Wow. Watford nearly won the game there. Kayembe shot from inside his own half. Wow, what a save that is from the Ipswich keeper. I have to say, he's saved their bacon, quite literally. Goodness me. Watford nearly won that late on through Edu Kayembe. What a shot from inside his own half. And Watford have a corner here. They've played it short. I think the referee's blown up there for full time. Wow. Wow, what an ending to the game. Kayembe shooting from, I mean, inside the Watford half. The goalkeeper's running back, scrambling to claw it away. And that is full time. Wowee, the game has ended in a 0-0 draw away at Portman Road. If you're an Ipswich fan, are you happy with that result? I suppose you've got to be, really. It's another point on the board for you guys. In terms of me as a Watford fan, am I happy? Well, I would have to say yes, I suppose. I mean, Ipswich have had a great season. They're second in the Championship. They're a decent side. So as a Watford fan, away from home, I'm happy with the draw. I think you have to say you draw your away games, you're trying to win your home games. And I think if you do that, you'll have a decent season. And yeah, we've done that today. So yeah, not too shabby from Watford at all. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Of course, thank you so much for watching today. And yeah, we'll see you all again on Saturday afternoon as Watford take on Southampton. If you haven't already, please subscribe to The Watford Way by clicking the big red button right there down below the stream. Once again, apologies for the delayed start as well. We had some technical issues with YouTube. Should all be resolved now. But yeah, I very much enjoyed the game watching with you guys today. Hopefully you enjoyed listening to my awful commentary and yeah, the debut for my new shirt actually as well. So we didn't lose in the new shirt, which is always a good start. And we'll be back tomorrow with a Southampton match preview. And then we'll be back on Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m. UK time for the Southampton match watch along. So overall, happy with the draw. Not an overall great performance by Watford, but you'll take it. You'll absolutely take that. And yeah, I'll see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.